I've been following the progress of the electric aircraft that are being developed at the moment. And one of the things that struck me was that a lot of them seem to have V-tails. And I wondered why this was. So I decided to investigate a little bit. Here are some of the aircraft that I found that have this type of V-tail. First of all, the Eviation Alice has quite large V-tail. Also, interestingly, engines on the wingtips as well that look like they could cause some issues. And then there's a group that are quite similar, the eVTOL aircraft. So there's the Archer Maker with a V-tail. There's the vertical VAX4, also with a V-tail. And there's the Joby aircraft, also with a V-tail. In that case, the V-tails are also used for a couple of the motors, so there may be another purpose for that V-tail. But the other two, the V-tail, just have vertical tails with no motors. And then finally, there's the Beta Alia. This has vertical fins on the end of the tail, but the tail is still not horizontal. It's a V-tail. So the main jobs of the tail are either to provide pitch or directional stability, to provide pitch and directional control, and as a subset of the pitch control, to provide pitch trim. To me, there seems no clear advantage of using a V-tail for those things, and there's at least one disadvantage. If you look at the pitch trim task, in forward motion, in wing-borne flight, the CG won't always be exactly coincident with the wing lift. And you'll have to deal with cases where the CG may be a little bit further forward or a little bit further aft because of the number of passengers you've got, or how much luggage they've got, or how the load is arranged. And so you'll always have to provide a little force to trim the aircraft in pitch. If the CG is a bit further forward, it might be a down force on the tail. Or if the CG is further aft, then the trim force could be an up force. But in the general case, there'll always be some trim force that you have to provide. So if you look at a V-tail and how it provides that force, let's take a V-tail at some angle to the horizontal. To provide the down or the up force that you need for the pitch trim, you're going to have to generate forces on those two surfaces, and the force will be normal to the plane of the surface. There'll be hardly any force generated in another direction. It will be, in the main, normal to the surface. So the green component here is the component of that force that does the useful job of providing the pitch trim. But because the surfaces are not horizontal, there's also the red part also generated. You have to generate a bigger force than you actually need so that you get the vertical component that you need. So the red component here is wasted force. Now when you create this force normal to the surface, you will also create drag. So if you're creating extra force, you're creating extra drag. So the V-tail must have more drag for a given vertical force than an equivalent horizontal tail. So I don't really understand how the V-tail can be efficient. One more comment on fins and trim. The Lilium Jet. I first saw the Lilium Jet on the internet on a video a few years ago. In the video, the Lilium Jet was flying and making a turn, and it was a little bit of a wobbly turn. It wasn't really very well coordinated. And the first thing I thought was, that thing really needs a vertical fin. Now, it may be that it was an early version, it was being piloted remotely. It's hard to accurately coordinate the turn when you're not sitting in the aircraft, and so, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh. But at the time, I thought, yes, I think that they need a fin on that aircraft. Then recently, Lilium released information about their production 7-seat version. And guess what? They've added 2 fins. They're cunningly disguised as fairings on the wheels, but to me that's 2 fins added, so I'm sure that will probably help their coordination in the turns. So my conclusion is that the V-tail will almost certainly have a higher trim drag than an equivalent horizontal tail. So I don't really understand why all these aircraft, possibly excepting the Joby aircraft, have a V-tail. If anyone else has any good ideas about why it is, then leave me a comment below. Just as I was finishing off this video, on the 6th of July, Eviation unveiled the production design for their Alice aircraft. And guess what? The V-tail is gone and a T-tail is in. Also, the engines have moved from the wingtips, but I think that confirms that the V-tail is probably not an efficient surface for this kind of aircraft.